Alright guys, welcome to a new video, and today we're breaking down the new Spider-Man No Way Home teaser trailer. First we start with Peter and MJ on the roof of a building. MJ is reading newspaper and she's joking with Peter. And yeah, I mean that this joke wasn't that funny, but I liked it as a it was kind of a romantic moment. Then we see Peter swinging. We see then Peter being held by the cops. Yeah, and here we see Peter and MJ walking. Peter, MJ, and Ned walking in the middle of a crowd while everyone is hating on Peter. But I noticed something interesting. If you look behind MJ, you can see Flash. Yeah, we have Flash Thompson walking with Spider-Man with Peter Parker, and yeah, as we all know, Flash is a Spider-Man supporter. Then Peter and MJ are holding hands and they're FaceTiming. Okay, here this scene interesting because it looks like it's from the perspective of another character. We don't know who that is yet, but here. Here we see Ned and Aunt May are being interrogated. We have Peter going for Doctor Strange meeting with Doctor Strange to ask for help. Okay, and here we see Spider-Man in his new suit, and he seems panicked. And then we see Doctor Strange trying to cast the spell that would make everyone forget that Peter is Spider-Man, but the spell fails, and there's an obvious reason that everyone will think of. Is that Peter was distracting Strange and did not allow him to focus. But there's a theory that claims that at the exact moment that Doctor Strange was casting the spell, Sylvie broke the sacred timeline. In other words, the two events of the sacred timeline being broken and branched into multiple timelines and Doctor Strange casting the spell happened simultaneously. And even in the background, it looks like they went into a realm that looks like the end of time and beyond the void, beyond the void, which where it's the realm where Sylvie and Loki find the He Who Remains. Yeah, they went to that realm for a second and they went back to their actual world. Then we see Peter and Doctor Strange fallen. I mean, they're into another dimension, the dimension we saw in Doctor Strange 1. Then we see what looks like yellow thunder, and I'm pretty sure that this is Electro, and it seems like they changed him to look like Electro from the comics because his powers now are yellow. While they were blue in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, but if you look closely, you will notice that it is not only electricity. It looks like Electro's powers are being merged with what seems to be sand. Even if you look here, you will notice some sand grains in the air, and then we see Doctor Strange somewhere between canyons on top of a train. Honestly, I cannot think where Doctor Strange is or where that train is going to. And after that we see Doctor Strange doing the astral projection trick that the Ancient One did to Hulk in Endgame, and Peter is holding a box. We don't know what that is. Maybe if you know, you can write in the comments. Feel free to do that. But yeah, and it seems I think that Doctor Strange is doing that to show Peter something, to make him learn about something, to explain something to him, like the Ancient One. She did that to Hulk while explaining while explaining the concept of timelines and how the timeline will branch and stuff like that. And Peter is using the iron suit again. Yeah, Peter is using the iron suit again, and we see some. After that, we go to a scene where we see some armed cops looking inside a building that is destroyed and burnt down, and we do not know why yet or who caused all that chaos, but they seem pretty careful and see happy, but he is shocked. And after that, we have an interesting detail. Okay, here we have an interesting detail. We see some kind of portal open, and we hear a roar. Yeah, that roar scares Peter, and we see a huge silhouette of a body that looks like the lizard from The Amazing Spider-Man, and it also looks like Venom. So it might be the lizard or Venom, because Venom has a huge body too. But looking at his skin, I think it is most likely the lizard, but if you notice, the texture of his skin doesn't make it easy. Doesn't make it easy at all. It feels like Venom and the lizard are merged or something. And but who knows? Who knows? It may be none of them. It may be none of them. But I most likely believe that it's the lizard, because I think it's too soon for Venom. Yeah, and the lizard, but as I said, no one knows. It could be none of them. And here we finally get a confirmation that Electro and Sandman are in this movie. They will show up in this movie. Okay, we see a clear shot of Sandman, and we see some electric strikes from Electro. Okay, and we see Peter in his new suit. And when I kept watching the trailer, it seems like Electro and Sandman are fighting each other. And then we see a green goblin grenade, and in the background, able to hear the best evil laugh in cinema history. Like that evil laugh is just phenomenal. Okay, and then we see an explosion, but unfortunately, the green goblin is nowhere to be seen. Yeah, the Green Goblin is nowhere to be seen in this shot. You see Peter. It looks like he's talking to that woman in the car or something. I don't know who she is, but she might be his lawyer. Who knows? She might be his lawyer. But hey, I still have I don't know who she is, but I don't think it's his lawyer, but it's a theory. But I still have hope that his lawyer is Charlie Cox's Daredevil, aka Matt Murdock. And then we get our first look at Otto Octavius. We get our first look at him in 17 years, since Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2. And I'm not exaggerating, but this is the best supervillain entrance I've ever seen. And to be honest, they really did a great job using CGI to de-age Alfred Molina. He looks like he did not age a day since the last time we've seen him 17 years ago. And yeah, we end it with Peter getting ready to fight. And yeah, this was my breakdown to Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, see you in another video.